Well, hello, Robert Heffernan with Endotech, contributor to the Pareto Network, master endotechnician, firmly in the matrix when talking and trading cryptos. This is Blockchain Vitals. It's our weekly segment for the first day, or last day, make that the last day and the first week of 2019. So excited. Happy New Year to everybody. And most, I would say, many crypto people very glad to close the door on 2018, especially if they had a hold mentality throughout this year. Just a brutal existence for you in that regard. Anyway, a lot of people saying good riddance to 2018 and bring on 2019, and let's see what happens 2019. Two things important in 2019, and let's do the rounds and let's talk about them. Doing the rounds. I get to do it every day, talking cryptos, things I'm seeing in the market. My humble opinion, sometimes facts are fleeting, right? So coming into 2019, I really think first and foremost, 2019 is going to be the year of separation. I really believe that we'll see lots of coins that are already headed towards zero, go to zero, and I think there's going to be a separation in the top 12. I think there'll be a continued evolution of those top 12 in 2019. And 2019 is going to be the year of put up or shut up, adopt or die. Case uses, white papers are fine, but adoption must take place for your coin to survive. Did a fair amount of reading today on cryptos. Some incredible stuff out there and available. I also listened to Andreas Antonopoulos. I highly recommend anything that he does. A lot of stuff on YouTube by him, but his talk from a conference a couple of weeks ago about white markets and black markets and the things that cryptos can do that replaces a lot of times what government does, and that is justice for service. And how blockchains can completely disrupt that model. A very interesting talk that he gave, and I highly recommend it. All right. The other thing that I got to talk about, because you know what? Let's get right to it. The Bears, 12-4. Congratulations on a 12-win season. And I want to talk about this a little bit because I think it's important because it goes back to fundamental analysis. All right. At the beginning of the season, the fundamental analysis told you that the Minnesota Vikings were knocking on the door of the Super Bowl, and they they signed Kirk Cousins, quarterback, to a $84 million contract, $80 million guaranteed, thinking that was going to be the last piece to the puzzle. The Bears demolished them. The Vikings don't make the playoffs. The fundamental analysts had the Bears winning 6 games. And I honestly think that there's a lot of, here's what happens with fundamental analysis. You analyze something, but everything's always evolving. Everything's always in flux. Everything's always changing. And so the prediction model fundamentally constantly changes. And that's what price discovery does for you, is it allows you to adapt your position because the fundamentals change. And believe me, the market and the bid offer is the best indicator of value at any particular time. And actually for me, then how that market behaves is the only way that I can really make a prediction depending on the time frame of what I think the possibilities are in the marketplace. Incredibly important. And, I wanted to talk about this again because I noticed some of the chat on our Telegram channel. And although it did not pan out this last signaling, at one point the bot was long Ethereum and short Bitcoin. And let me tell you why that's important, that the bot, first of all, the bot has no emotions in the game, right? It doesn't care if Ethereum is better than Bitcoin. It's just telling you that's what the technicals are telling you. And it's very important that believe me, I've been trading these things cryptos, but I've been trading a long time. And so that becomes a spread right there, right? The model is picking Ethereum long, Bitcoin short. And there are so many times in my trading life that you put a spread on because you thought something was going to happen and you thought the market was going to rally. So you put a bull spread on, right? The market breaks, but the bull spread still worked. And you don't know why, but the spread chart looked positive. So that's why you got into it. And the chart ended up performing even though the market went the opposite direction that you thought it was going to go for it to perform. My point is that if you're in long Ethereum and short Bitcoin and the market craps out, the way that setup looks to me is that Bitcoin's going to crap out a lot further and harder than Ethereum is going to, and you're going to be out of the long leg, the Ethereum leg, and you're going to make all the money on the Bitcoin leg. Conversely, if the market explodes, yeah, you might lose money on the Bitcoin short leg, but Ether's been showing the strength, right? And so you want to be long the strength, and that's how it's going to work. And the bot is not going to do it backwards, all right? So I just wanted to bring that up, point that out, that too many times in my life I have been in a position and thought one thing, but if you mind the chart, whatever chart that it is, the market can do a lot of crazy things, and the chart will end up being correctly, even if the market moves the opposite direction that you thought it was going to move. All right, listen, let's take the vitals and talk some price action. And we got the weeklies to talk about because we have rolled. And I'm going to start off and cover the first week of the year, Monero, XMR, Monero. Right now, trading in the 31st of December, because it's already the 31st in Asia. Good morning. XMR trading 49.79, 49.79, just about a buck below its daily center line. Not in lower momentum on the daily in XMR, and toying, but not out of lower momentum on the weekly. 50.28 is that lower momentum level on the weekly. Now, a bunch of these coins out of lower momentum on the weekly now for the second week in a row. XMR, not one of them, still needing to claw above 50.28 to be out of lower momentum on the weekly, but not terribly positioned here as it's not in lower momentum on the daily, and sniffing out that center line at 50.74. So you got to mind the mo, and for sure, if you're a holder and this thing closes below 46.97, you do not want to be in something that is in lower momentum on the daily and the weekly. Anyway, that's XMR. I'm going to cover some more here, but I need to say goodbye to the YouTube crowd because you need to be an Endotech subscriber in order to view all of the actionable trading content at endotech.io. So see you later, YouTube. Happy New Year, by the way. Happy New Year from everybody here at Endotech. And let's say goodbye to YouTube. Goodbye, YouTube.